honored to have Professor Frank Ying as a guest here at LUMS. He is a professor and dean of College of Management at National Taiwan Normal University. His specialism is in international economics, and he has done extensive work in developing countries, primarily about international economics, trade, and money and banking. We are very honored to have him. He's been here for a few days already. He's visiting LUMS and Pakistan for the first time, and we would like to welcome him. A very warm welcome to Frank.
Thank you, Dr. Omer.
So, would you like to say a few words about your first impressions about this country, about the people, and especially the academics?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your introduction about me. And indeed, this is my first impressions to visit Pakistan because of your very warm welcome of Dr. De-Wai and also yourself. We met in Dung last year. And I never got a chance to visit Pakistan, not because of the distance. I think because of the research collaborations and also the teachings collaboration limited before. But thanks for this great opportunity. Once I arrive this country, I feel I'm very welcoming and people are very friendly. And of course the weather is fantastic compared to the weather when my country people they are experiencing right now. So the first impression is very warm and very friendly, and I wish I could have a more chance to come back to see it again.
We would like to welcome you again anytime you wish. About your visit to LUMS, just briefly, what do you think about the university and especially Suleiman Daud School of Business? Its progress, you've been talking to people over here and you've been visiting some classes. So your first impressions of this school and university?
Last October when I met Dean De-Wai in Dung, China, and he told me about the quality of LUMS. And he was very proud to tell me the quality and also the ranking of LUMS. But allow me to say my ignorance during the time, I didn't know too much about LUMS. But this time when I visit and I stay here for a whole week and I talk to professors, and not only the young professor, junior professor, but I start to talk to from the dean, associate dean, director from different centers. And they join me this discussion not in the office, in classroom, and also during the lunch and different occasions. So I gradually learn the meaning and also the purpose to set up this university and also your college. And I found the persistence of quality is very important for the very beginning of this foundation of your college and the university. And you do not only want to set up the university, but you want to set up an excellent university. And this is not easy for the university for only 30 years and located in developing country. So this is very impressive to me. Secondly, I think administration, the structure of the college and the university is very similar, all right? Very similar to Harvard Business School and also Imperial College in London. I have visited before. So if you ask me the quality of LUMS and your college, I would say it's world class. And it's not easy for you to come this far. And allow me to say, it's inshallah, this is really something else I learned from you.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Frank. Something that has been bothering our institution is international collaboration, especially with the schools and universities in East Asia. We have good relationships with schools in Europe and North America, but very limited collaboration with schools in East Asia. So let's start with the regulator, for example, the Higher Education Commission in Pakistan. Just briefly, can you give some advise to the regulator how can we improve as a country, the universities in Pakistan and schools in Pakistan, how can we improve relationships and found some kind of collaborations and partnerships with universities and schools in East Asia, especially Taiwan and Malaysia, Indonesia and so forth?
I think it is quite difficult. For my students from Taiwan, if they have a chance to go abroad to study, usually they will also select this university in North America and Europe. So I think we both facing the same constraints. However, for the leaders and the director, deans for the university, we need to find the different direct or indirect route to help our institution. Secondly, I think it would be relatively difficult for Pakistan's university to find the collaborations with the regional university. This will be security issues. But plus the security and also student look at the West, what would be another alternative way to help our collaboration? I will say we should go out first. One is we go out first, spread our names in the regional country, in the regional university. Then we will attract their attentions, their interest. We probably cannot waiting for the opportunity to be balanced. I send one to you, you send one to me. And education is a spillover industries. So we cannot just calculate the benefits what we are getting. Actually, the benefit will be in the students, their exposure, their learning for their lifetime. So maybe we should go out first, and that allows names spread it out.
Right. So, for example, for Sulaiman Daud School of Business or for LUMS, what would be the selling point if we do go out and reach out to universities in Taiwan and other universities in the region? What would be the strongest selling points in your opinion that we can highlight to attract students and academics from those universities?
I was thinking of these questions before. If we can point it out or branch ourselves to be like a crown and a shining star in South Asia, because your research quality, your teaching quality, student quality is not, I would say, the world class. Even compared to the quality of the best university in North America, you can be very proud of it. You have the same quality. So if we can point it out or branch ourselves, we are the center of the research about South Asia's questions. All right, LUMS is the center. Well, then the Eastern Asian university, maybe the other university in different region, continents, they will recognize this importance. But we need to find some strategies to package what we have here. For example, you have 800 different cases in your college,
right?
But how can we package some of them and then we know? If you want to know South Asia, LUMS will be the first choice in your list.
Professor Frank, as you know, our school and university is now leaning towards becoming a world-class research university, and we are in the process of going into that direction. We've been known to have teaching excellence, but we would also like to have research excellence, world-class research excellence in near future. What would you suggest for us, for the school and for the professors over here? How can we go about improving our quality of research at our school and university?
This is a very important question. I can speak of my own experience. I came back from US to Taiwan in 1999. It was the time Taiwan higher education started to implement assistant professor system. So since 1997, and we start to build the research excellence for the higher education. All the professors need to be promoted from assistant to associate, then to full professor. And so we borrow the system from the Western's, the research-oriented university. And I'm glad that you also choose this direction. There are several stages from my country, maybe would be the reference you can take from. The first is we need to set up the very clear system for the promotion, for the emphasis of research emphasis and excellence. And to reach that goal, we probably need to pick a few fields to invest our resources from the beginning. And then we need to find some other tool to support this system. So biannual symposium, small scale symposium, very helpful. We can attract a lot of very well-known researchers, editors from the very important journals to come to LUMS, as what we did before. They came to Taiwan, then realized the research quality of Taiwan, your research quality. It will definitely help your professors when they submitted their papers. And also we can enlarge the community, research communities for the global partnership. And it will also directly help your professor. Once they submitted their paper, they can have more opinions provided by those professors. And this will be the very direct way to help them and encourage them. And I already learned from Dr. Zhuo, you have a very sufficient funding, support the faculty at least twice to go abroad to present their papers. So I think that's a very good start. And we'll be very happy if you have a biannual or the annual symposiums held by your college, and my faculty will be very happy to join you.
Thank you very much, Professor Frank. We are very honored and happy to have him over here. In the last few days, we have learned a lot from him and his colleague, and we would love to welcome you again anytime to Pakistan. We wish you good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.